The idea that mental acuity can be sharpened through traditional brain training methods like crossword puzzles or Sudoku has long been accepted, particularly as we age. However, new findings suggest that one of the most enjoyable and natural human activities, regular sex, may be just as effective, if not more so, in keeping the mind sharp. A study conducted by researchers from the universities of Oxford and Coventry offers compelling evidence that regular sexual activity in later life is positively associated with cognitive performance, particularly in areas like language fluency and memory recall. The study, which involved 73 participants, 28 men and 45 women aged between 50 and 83, evaluated the frequency of their sexual activity and its correlation with performance on standardized cognitive tests. What the researchers found was quite remarkable. Those who engaged in sexual activity at least once a week significantly outperformed those who were less sexually active or abstinent. The benefits were especially clear in tasks requiring verbal reasoning and visual spatial memory. Participants were better able to articulate ideas, recall words, and mentally reproduce complex visual patterns like clock faces, which are often used to detect early signs of cognitive decline. This connection may not be entirely surprising when we consider the biological changes that occur during sexual activity. Orgasms trigger the release of several beneficial neurochemicals, including dopamine, a neurotransmitter closely linked to motivation, reward, and cognitive flexibility, and oxytocin, often referred to as the bonding hormone, which has been shown to reduce stress and improve mood. These hormonal surges may create a cascade of positive neurological effects, effectively exercising the brain much in the same way mental puzzles do. Importantly, the findings challenge common societal assumptions about aging and intimacy. While aging is often accompanied by reduced social attention to sexuality, this study highlights the importance of continuing to value and support sexual well-being in older adults. Regular intimacy can contribute not just to emotional connection and physical health, but to mental clarity and cognitive resilience. As lead researcher Haley Wright noted, people may not think about older people having sex, but we need to change this attitude. In doing so, we recognize that aging need not equate to a diminishment in either vitality or brain power. Moreover, these findings open the door to broader discussions about holistic health. Often, cognitive decline is treated purely through pharmacological or solitary interventions. But if something as natural and life-affirming as sex can contribute to mental sharpness, it expands the toolkit for aging healthfully and happily. The idea that emotional intimacy, physical connection, and pleasure could be legitimate components of mental fitness is not only uplifting, it's empowering. Future studies may further unpack the mechanisms behind this link, especially the roles played by hormone regulation, cardiovascular stimulation, and emotional satisfaction derived from close relationships. There is potential to explore how these findings apply to different demographics, relationship statuses, and even same-sex couples. If this line of research is pursued rigorously, it could help shape public health messaging, caregiver practices, and even medical guidelines for aging populations. At its heart, this research is about more than sex or even memory. It's about rethinking what it means to age. It suggests that the human need for connection, pleasure, and intimacy doesn't just persist into later life. It continues to nourish the mind in tangible, measurable ways. In a world where age is too often associated with loss and decline, findings like these remind us that growth, vitality, and joy remain very much within reach. Would you be interested in a summary of similar studies showing other unexpected ways to improve brain health?